Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and this is going to be my final update on my Axial Yeti KIT version. Now I've completed everything. I've actually done some test runs yesterday just to make sure everything is working correctly and everything's set correctly. So I'm going to hopefully do a quick walk around of this Axial Yeti and how it all turned out with some of the upgrade parts that I actually put on this thing. Now keep in mind, I tried to really minimize what upgrade parts I wanted to put on this. Of course, Axial already included lots of very much needed upgrade parts on the KIT version, so I didn't want to go overboard with this like I did with the not so RTR version. So pretty much everything that I've added to this were just items that I thought that it still needed beyond the KIT version upgrade. So the first thing you see there, it comes with a clear body, but of course I couldn't go with just a spray painted body, so I went over to Freqeskinz.com, picked up their P51 Mustang. They were able to customize my logo onto there for a few bucks extra, which is really, really cool. So really dig the high quality vinyl wrap that Freqeskinz do. So turned out great. I really liked how the body is, and there we go. So next thing here, wheels and tires. I went with the stock wheels, stock tires that come with the KIT version. However, I did upgrade the foams. These are the Crawler Innovations Deuces Wild Standard 2.2 inch foams inside of here. So I run these in my not so RTR. Definitely like them. Wanted to add these to the KIT version. I definitely think they need them. Also added the SLW hubs from Vanquish just to give a little bit more bomb-proofness to the wheels. It comes with the plastic 12mm hex hubs from Axial, but I went ahead and I had these left over from my other build, so it just made sense to go ahead and add those on. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the body here. I've went ahead and I've added all the electronics in, and everything has really turned out great. You'll see here, of course, electronic-wise, went with the Pro 4 HD motor from Tekin. This is their 2500 kV. I plan to run it on 4S. I'm waiting for a couple of batteries actually to come in. Of course, the RX-8 Gen 2, great speed control. Pretty much can run any motor on the market, so definitely the speed control of choice here at the RC Network. I'm running a 3S Max Amps 5450 mAh battery, a true 120C burst, 60C constant. A cool new item that I picked up here. These are the new star plugs. Actually picked up a few sets of these. They're pretty cool actually. I picked up like I said, a few sets of them, and they are Dean's compatible, so you don't have to switch all your plugs over, but they give you a nice little grip to them, and then they also have like a little snap plug to kind of cover up the soldering, so no more need to shrink wrap or kind of protect it. So cool little item, pick these up. I'm probably going to have a separate video on that later on down the line. So back to the Yeti here. Of course, all the electronics turned out great. Running the Futaba, I believe it's the 371 series servo. Lots of torque, very speedy. It actually turned out really, really nice. Running some Hot Racing steel spur gear right here, just the stock configuration. I'm running in a 12-tooth Robinson Racing absolute hardest compound on the planet pinion gear, so I picked up quite a few of those. 12-tooth is what I started out with. I may up it a little bit, but I haven't ran this on 4S yet, so we'll have to kind of go from there. As far as upgrades that I added, we'll go kind of from stem to stern there. I added the STRC aluminum steering rack. I still think it needed it. It came with a plastic one, although the Axial Yeti KIT version do come with steel posts that ride on ball bearings, but still wanted an aluminum steering setup. So added those. I also added the Hot Racing aluminum shock tower up here in the front. Just wanted some good rigid point for those new Icon shocks, which I'm actually pretty fond of at this point from Axial. That came with the kit. So it gives it a good firm hold down on those shocks. So on back here, let's see, trying to think of what else I've added to this thing. of course, on the underside here, I finally got a hold of my MIP drive shaft. You'll see that right there. Added that on yesterday. You know, you can't go wrong with a steel drive shaft, especially from MIP. They were on back order, so that tells you how many of these things that they're making. So I added just a few upgrades on the rear, and these were only because I had them laying around. They're probably not needed items. Definitely a lot for the looks of the vehicle, but ordered or added on the Hot Racing little diff cover right here, have the Hot Racing lockouts, and then also the little link mounts right there as well. So, well, that is it. I have some running footage to get for you guys. I already had a pretty good time running this thing yesterday, and I've got to say, it's really fun to drive these things. The Axial Yeti really makes good work of just running this RC, and the front independent suspension, the solid rear axle, it just makes for a great driving rig. So far the tires are awesome. I really enjoy the new WildPeak tread pattern, and also the S30 compound rubber seems to be very, very nice. Kind of a nice mix between the R35 and then, of course, the harder RTR compound. So, but I really dig this. I may add a few stickers on there. I also forgot to put the shroud on that houses the spur gear cover. So, still got a little bit of wrenching to do on this thing, but pretty much we're ready to go. So, comments or questions, feel free to post those on down below. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.